Welcome to the early Sunday morning Docs Report. This is just an update on Stephen Double L, top reporter in the global Docs community. Kind of got to get away from the Archieverse because I think that's doomed. He asked about TPG getting out early, if I heard anything. I said, well, I can check the court documents, which I have, and I got the latest one here. Let me get it loaded up. And let's see. Share screen, get it prepped. It's ready to go. And we got, let's see, who do we have? Here we have Acquired Taste. Glad you're streaming. Well, this is just an update stream. Jax was on fire today. Yeah, he was, taking no prisoners. Acquired Taste, I bet TPG gets released early. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about that. I went and got the last document. He did not go into court. Sometimes you can go into court and plead, some special case. If you have cancer or, who knows what. But I checked. I didn't see it unless he did. And I don't play an attorney on YouTube. So, I'm just a humble news reporter. Jay Gray, whatever happened to 3i Atlas? That's another can of worms. I know. There's so much stuff going on now. That's a whole... And Eric, the intellectual, what is he, a fund manager? He can do the math on quantum physics, so he's a talented, gifted guy. And he made a real interesting statement on UAPs and the technology like anti-gravity. And something like remember when the United States is working on the nuclear, is it fission or fusion? Yeah, fission, the fission bomb, the Manhattan Project, that was top secret. You couldn't talk about that. So let's say they do have some technology from the UAPs. Maybe it's a Manhattan type project. They're working on it, but they're not going to share it. So that was an interesting. He wants like public, the science, the best minds. Well, maybe they already have the best minds, or they're making progress with it. But that's something to think about. And then there was a ridiculous thing on Medium about a whistleblower saying there's UAP bases, there are alien bases on the moon. A lot of rabbit holes. Now that could just be counterintelligence to get you to believe, oh, that must all be false, So whatever happened to it, Avi Loeb, I think it's just, I don't know. It's still coming. I don't know if it's changed that course that much. I have been covering it somewhat. Oh, you got his address? Good for you. You sent, you want me to do it? Send TVG carrier. It's the holidays. Whatever happened to the Rand McNally Atlas? That's Acquired Taste. Don't need them anymore. Everybody's got, you can still get one, but you got your phone. I don't think they'll ever get the wizard. They'll never get the wizard. Nobody's going to go step forward. No, don't start that. That was pretty funny. I don't live on the beach, okay? This is the Villages. He's too young for the Villages. He's underaged. This is 55 years and over. It is close. I mean, I'm like between the middle, between Orlando and Daytona Beach. Orlando's about 65 miles, and then Daytona Beach is 60 miles. That's a pretty short drive. I just got to get accommodations there. Now that it's cooled off, just pick a good time to go. Jay Grace was, even Mars has GPS coordinates. Jax is a Make-A-Wish kid. I had roommates when I was younger, but at 71, I don't know if I can handle a roommate. And no. that's tough. That was pretty funny. Rich Mitch, I'm eating a plowman sandwich. Are you familiar? No, I can put it on Grok and find out. I wonder if they got it on Grok. Hang on. Let's go to X. Grok. What is a plowman sandwich? Let's see. Plowmans, they got it. Amazingly. A plowman sandwich is a British pub-style sandwich inspired by the classic plowman's lunch, a traditional cold meal originally eaten by farm workers in the fields. Okay. While a traditional plowman's lunch is served on a plate, bread, cheese, pickle, apple, etc., the sandwich version puts those same ingredients between two slices of bread. Sounds like what, who was the guy yesterday put all these turkey stuff between two slices of bread? I can't remember his name. It'll come to me. The sandwich version puts those same ingredients between two slices of bread, usually thick, crusty white or granary bread. Typical ingredients: strong, mature cheddar. We sure got sidetracked quick. Strong, mature cheddar cheese, Branston pickle, crisp lettuce or watercress, sliced tomatoes, sometimes thin slice of ham or salad onion, a generous spread of butter on the bread, very traditional in the UK, occasionally a bit of apple or celery for a crunch. It's hearty, it's tangy, it's crunchy. That's enough. Rich Mitch, also hello. Jaguar Teresa, mostly platter, no meat, pickles. Did you go to the Wawa yet or headed to? Oh, I drank. Buc-ee's is not open till 2026. I drank too much coffee yesterday. I can't drink any today. I mean, I was surprised I went to sleep. It's just too much. I made it kind of strong, and I must have drank enough coffee for 4 people. And enough. I got to go cold. Rich Mitch, seeded bun, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, Branston pickle, butter, and red onion, top food. Okay. There it is. Now, what's our topic today? It is Sunday, November 30th, Anthony Farrer. Now, he has aliases. There's Anthony William, Adrian Farrer, Boulianne, Eric, how do you pronounce that? Boulianne, the Timepiece gentleman. So Stephen L. was asking yesterday, have you ever heard him about getting out early? So I dug into the court system. And I don't want to show you his Social Security number. Okay, good. I got the right copy. So let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at it, shall we? There it is. Okay, this is, that's full screen. You can see that. Well, let me get rid of this. Okay. All right, the amended United States District Court, there's a case number filed, this is his latest filing, which is March of this year, on the 28th. And there's his alias, January 31st, and there's the public defender, and he pled guilty, 1 count mail fraud, 1 count wire fraud, and his sentence to the Bureau of Prisons for a term of 70 months. This term consists of 70 months on each count to be served concurrently. Okay, so that's where he currently sits. And there he is. There's his registration number. His release date is September 16th, 2028. He's located at the Yankton Federal Prison Camp, Yankton, South Dakota. So is he going to be released early? Well, let's look at this. Let's go through it. He's got to pay restitution. It's kind of funny when it wouldn't be funny if it was my money, but, he stole, he pled guilty to stealing, millions, $4 or $5 million from people, from about 40 people. Restitution, not at a rate not less than $25 per quarter. That kind of sounds, if he owes you millions, and nominally monthly payments of at least 10% of defendant's gross monthly income, but not less than $100, whichever is greater. All right, so let's just get to it. All right. Upon release from prison, see, he may get out a little early due to good behavior. I think I'm gonna put something in the comments when I finish, and I'll show you what he can earn. He can earn like 47 days, maybe a year. But see, prison has never been Anthony's problem. He handles that very well. What doesn't he handle? Probation. He can't control himself. So probation always brings him down. He's never, I don't think ever, not violated probation since I've been kind of covering him. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me. Okay, so it is here. He's going to have community supervision. He's got to give up a DNA sample. Controlled substance, he's got to give that up. Substance abuse treatment counseling programs. Probation officer, blah, blah, blah. The defendant shall apply all monies received from income tax, refunds, lottery winnings, inheritance, judgments, and any other financial aid or gains to the court-ordered financial obligation. The defendant shall reside for a period of up to 6 months in a residential reentry center community. Well, he was in a halfway house when he learned to buy watches and sell watches. This defendant shall not participate in any form of gambling or have someone participate in same on his behalf or enter any establishment where gambling is a primary business source. The defendant shall submit the defendant's person, property, house, residence, vehicle, papers, computers, cell phones, on and on and on, to a search conducted by a United States probation officer or law enforcement officer. Okay. The defendant shall possess and use only those digital devices, screen usernames, email accounts, social media, messaging, passcode, blah, 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 and accounts which have been disclosed to the probation officer. So he has to know every one of those, the probationary officer, or he violates probation. He can't all of a sudden go on, a channel and ask for super chats. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't think so. Any new devices, a digital device, okay. Laptops, court-ordered conditions, risk and needs, and cybercrime management requirements. Everything he owns of that nature will be subject to search, seizure, and computer monitoring. Now, here's another tough one, the 15. The defendant shall not be self-employed nor be employed in a position that does not generate regular pay stubs. He can't work for Archie with the appropriate deduction for taxes unless approved by the probationary officer. Further disclosure. Well, he did go to Colorado. No, he didn't go to Colorado. Let's see. The court advised the defendant of his right to appeal the government's motion to dismiss. No, he wanted to go to Colorado to be near his child, but he's in South Dakota in order to maintain a relationship with his son. So there it is. Now, there is, and I'll put it at the end of this thing. I just wanted to clear that up. He hasn't filed any motion to get out early that I can see in this case. The case is closed. He's got to serve his time, But again, it's easy for him to serve time. He's good at that. It's probation he can't handle. And after this short, let's see, get rid of that. There he is. Let's see, acquired taste. I'm drinking Trader Joe's organic coffee. I just can't. I drank so much yesterday. I drank enough for 4 people. I just can't do it today. Well, unless he, if he gets a great paying job, he can pay back 10% of whatever he earns. And I'm sure that would be gross. TPG will never pay back the $5 million. Bob Watches still has a civil suit again. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I'll have to look at that. It's still there. But how do you pay all that back? They will never get their money, correct? Oh, I don't know. They're going to get $100 a month. How'd you like, I don't know, $1 million or hundreds of thousands of dollars taken from you, and the guy's going to give you $100 a month? But in a way, I understand it. Like, you still pay. You made life hard for me. It should be made for you, hard for you. You got to pay it. There's a good time. Every state is different for every. Well, that's true, but he's in federal prison. So there's federal guidelines. Does that apply to someone like he's in South Dakota, but he's in a federal prison camp? There's always good. There's good time. Every state is different. For every 4 days, you get a day off. I don't know about the feds. During probation, again, that's his big problem. He can handle prison very easily, but it's a probation. Well, he came out and he was in a drunken, I don't know. It did come up in there. In the court case, I recall. I don't know if it was an excuse. I don't even want to get back into it. But the Stephen Double L wanted to know if he's going to get a reduced sentence. The answer to that is no. Can he get time off for good behavior? The answer to that is yes. DW. He is certainly intelligent enough, but his Achilles heel, he has no discipline or self-control. Sounds like quite a few YouTubers to me, doesn't it? I don't know. He's Canada. And you know what? If the Canadian, if the people that he defrauded are not willing to turn it over to the police, I'm not, then if they don't care, I don't care. I don't care how much money, if they're not willing to step forward, none of my business. DW, there's no justice. They won't get their money back. Well, there is justice. He's in prison. And he won't be allowed to be self-employed. That's good news. And whatever amount he'll be making out there, he got to at least put 10% towards the restitution program. But I don't think he's going to make it through probation, to tell you the truth. And again, if you're just joining, where's his, there he is. He's currently serving at the federal prison camp Yankton, South Dakota. He will be released September 16, 2028. Well, excuse me, that's his release date. Now, if he gets good behavior, maybe a couple months before that. He could get out in the summer, maybe, of 2028. Well, yeah. Acquired taste. AC3, the cult of the living dead, its leader, still has huge HELOC. No, that's his cash reserve. That's not a debt to him. That's not a second loan to him. That's his cash reserve. Selling 3 watches will hardly dent it. And I heard him talking, Thailand didn't work out for him. He says, well, these other planes, they're kind of expensive. Yeah, well, you're aging and everything got expensive. You can't run away this time. Maybe it's better off where you're at. Okay, that was your update on TPG. Anthony Farrier, the Timepiece Gentleman, for Sunday, November 30th. Thank you.